Okay, Brother Lynn is back here, and we're going to stay on this QTM track. They had earnings and they did good. But what they did, all these folk came in and they took money out of them. So it went down to something like 77 cents. And it rebounded up to about 79 cents, about 79, or my son said round it off to 80 cents. So I made a little bit of money. I made $4. But I already made about $4,000 with these guys already during the course of the year when they were going back and forth. So I made a little money, and then I lost a little money, with other things. So I'm still in the black in the hole over the year. But I got another one that I'm looking at now. It's called, I talked about it last time. It's called KBLB. It's an industry called Spider Silk. As a matter of fact, they had some news today. And see, they haven't got the volume. See, when you get news, you don't have volume. It stays where it at. So they got some news. They scientifically engineered even a stronger silk. And they out of Minnesota. And these guys is just 4 cents. So what I did, I went out there and bought 24,000 shares. And that cost me about a little over $1,000. But if these things go to $1, I make $24,000. If it goes to 50 cents, I get half of that. Was it 12,000? So I'm waiting for these guys to take hold. But right now, a lot of folk, they only got like one backer. Some guy came in, some company came in and bought 100,000 shares of this. So I clicked on who this person was, and I see that he has all shares in QTM. He got shares all over the place. He got shares in Vanguard. He got shares everywhere. But he's that institutional holder that came in and bought 100,000 shares at 4 cents. Okay? So other folks are going to start saying, well, okay, who are these guys? They got a research and development. You see, there you go on. They got an Army contract. They just got an Army contract about 2 months ago. Now, that was their first contract. Now they said they put an office in Vietnam. Now they're in Asia. Okay, they signed an agreement with the Vietnam government to produce spider silk. What they do, they take spiders and that's the spider's web, and they produce. I don't know how they do it. Technology uses technology to make this silk. But we gonna watch this one right here. I'm gonna watch this one for a while, so I'm gonna be patient. The person told me, she said, all you Republicans love money. I said, why would you say some stuff, crazy stuff like that? I said, and this was a Christian. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, they said Abraham was very rich. I said, you ain't said nothing about Abraham, did you? See, we got to understand something. God talked about money more than he talked about prayer. It's your attitude. When he went to Solomon in 1 Kings, the 3rd chapter, around y'all take a chance and read it. Because he said, ask me what I should give you. And Solomon asked for wisdom. That's what I always ask God, for wisdom and understanding and knowledge. And that's why every time I go in that ATM, it keeps giving me money. So, understand the principle. And like with these companies, I understand the principle of these companies. These companies are working hard to produce a product that we all can benefit from. All I'm doing is investing what I can do for the company, putting a little money in it. And hopefully I'm going to get a return. And if you understand the word of God, and you remember the talent, he gave 1 3, he gave 1 2, and 1 1. The one who bared his talent, he called him wicked. God want interest. I want interest. I'm his son. I want interest. It may go down. And that's what the world does. It reacts on fear. See, he didn't give me a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. Well, you know, when we understand these principles, these like I said, they keep calling them penny stocks. One day they won't be pennies. And if you save a little, he said, a little bit, the little. If he trusts you with the little. See, when this stuff starts going up, you understand it. You know what to do with it. And we're gonna continue to talk about faith in a minute here. But I'd like to look at this one more time. I'm telling you folks, look at this one right here, QTM, and look at KBLB. And see what you can do with it. For those who say they ain't got no money. Like I said, I got folk on the job, they keep asking me, say, you got another one? I say, go check that one out. And they only got $100. Say, I can blow $100. I say, put it on there and let's see what happens. And just be patient with it. And see what happens. So he bought a few of these. You can take $100 and buy about 5,000 shares of this stuff. And then you just wait for it. If it goes up to $10, you'd have made you a lot of money on $100. But we're going to come back again. Might be a while, but we're going to come back. But in a few minutes, we're going to talk about this thing called faith. I really want to emphasize what God taught when he talked about, you know, without faith, you can't even please him. So we'll be back in a minute, and we'll talk about this thing.